Hello, I'm Ryan Pluckelman from Q108. You might know me from the Ryan and Gretchen show. I'm the Ryan part, in case that wasn't obvious. The book I'm going to be reading is one of my kids' favorite books ever. My kids are all teenagers now, so we don't read this quite as much as we used to. Also, it's a Halloween book, and I know it's not Halloween, but my kids would make me read this to them before bed all year long. It's called Popcorn. It's a Frank Asch bear story. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Frank Asch, but he's got a whole series of bear books, and this one's called Popcorn. To Mark Allen Stamety. Not sure who he is, but this book is for him. Take good care of the house and we'll bring you a present. One fall night, Mama and Papa Bear went to a Halloween party and left Sam home alone.
Wear a costume and bring something good to eat.
So he called up his friends and invited them to his house for his own Halloween party. While he waited for his friends to arrive, he made himself a costume. Not ethnically sensitive, but this book is from 1980. The first to arrive was Betty. I brought some popcorn for the party, she said. The second to arrive was Billy. He brought popcorn too. Bernie, Bonnie, and Buster also brought popcorn. In fact, everyone brought popcorn. The party was lots of fun. When Betty said, "Hey, let's pop all that popcorn," everyone thought it was a good idea. With some help from his friends, Sam lifted Mama Bear's great big kettle onto the kitchen stove and poured in all the popcorn. He added some oil and salt and turned on the stove. Soon it began to pop. Pop! 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 There was so much popcorn, it quickly filled the kettle and spilled out onto the floor. There was so much popcorn, it filled the whole kitchen. It spilled out into the living room. It filled all the rooms downstairs and crept upstairs. There was so much popcorn, it filled the whole house. What happened? Help! Who turned out the lights? Where did everybody go? Some party! Get me out of here! Everyone wanted to go home, but Sam said, "No, you've got to stay and help me get rid of all this popcorn or I'll be in big trouble." Munch, crunch, munch, crunch, munch, crunch, munch, crunch, gulp. They ate and 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 ate until all the popcorn was gone. "I don't care if I ever see another piece of popcorn in my whole life," said Buster. "I feel like my stomach is going to burst," said Betty. "Mine too," said Bobby. Sam felt the sickest of all. He said goodnight to his friends and cleaned up. And went to bed. Later that night, Mama and Papa Bear came home. "Wake up," they said. "We brought you a present." "What is it?" asked Sam. "Popcorn," they replied. Can you imagine if your house was all full of popcorn and you had to eat all that popcorn? Don't ever have parties when your parents aren't home, kids. That's the lesson of Popcorn by Frank Asch.